Have you noticed that, no matter how tired you feel, sleep just doesn't come like it used to? You lay down, expecting to drift off, but instead your mind races. You look at the clock, it's 11:43, then 1:05, then 3:20, and before you know it, the birds are singing, but you haven't really slept at all. If you're over 60 and struggling with sleep, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say, because in this video, I'll reveal a simple, natural trick that thousands of older adults are quietly using to fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up actually feeling rested. And yes, it starts with just one spoonful of something that's probably already in your kitchen. Now, that might sound too good to be true, but as a doctor who's spent over 2 decades working with older adults, I've seen firsthand how one small shift can make all the difference, especially when it comes to sleep. And this isn't about taking another pill. In fact, some of the very medications people rely on to sleep are actually disrupting their brain's natural rhythms, making them more groggy in the morning, more confused at night, and more dependent with each passing week. What I'll show you today works with your body, not against it. It's backed by real science, and it's already helping thousands of people over 60 reset their sleep cycle naturally and safely. So, what is this magical spoon? And why are doctors like myself so excited about what it does inside your brain? I'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you slept straight through the night, without waking up at 2 a.m., without tossing and turning, and without staring at the ceiling wondering why your body just won't rest? For most of my patients, the answer is, I don't remember. And that's heartbreaking, because sleep isn't just a comfort, it's a biological necessity. Especially as we age, without enough quality sleep, your brain can't clear out waste proteins linked to memory loss. Your hormones don't reset. Your blood pressure stays high. Your mood crashes. Your immune system weakens. And worst of all, your body enters a constant low-grade stress mode, making it harder to fall asleep the next night. It's a vicious cycle, and many older adults are stuck in it without realizing there's a way out. But here's the hopeful part. You're not broken. Your body hasn't forgotten how to sleep. It's just out of sync. And with the right signals, including one spoonful of a specific nutrient-rich food, I'll show you soon, you can begin to reset everything naturally. Because the truth is, sleep after 60 isn't just about feeling drowsy or having a bedtime routine. It's about chemistry. It's about your brain's ability to produce calming neurotransmitters like GABA. It's about your body's ability to release melatonin when the sun goes down. And it's about giving your nervous system the raw ingredients it needs to shut off the fight-or-flight response, so you can finally relax. And that's where this spoonful comes in. It provides a direct signal to your brain and nervous system, one that says, it's time to rest now. And the best part, it works with your body, not against it. Which is why, for many seniors, this tiny habit is making a huge difference. Now I know, you've probably tried other things before. Herbal teas, sleep hygiene, maybe even over-the-counter pills that leave you groggy and foggy. But this is different, because today, we're talking about evidence-based nutrition. We're talking about real biochemical changes, triggered by natural compounds that support deep, restorative sleep. The kind of sleep that allows your brain to heal, your body to rebuild, and your mind to wake up clear. And while the spoonful I'll reveal shortly is powerful on its own, I'm also going to walk you through a few more natural strategies that work even better when combined. Each one is simple. Each one is backed by research. And when used together, they create a nighttime rhythm your body can finally follow again, just like it used to. So if you've been feeling frustrated, exhausted, or even hopeless about your sleep, I want you to stay with me. This video may be the turning point you didn't know you needed, because what you'll learn today isn't just about sleep. It's about getting your life back, feeling calm again, remembering what it's like to drift off naturally and wake up without pain, without pressure, without that heavy mental fog. And if that sounds like something you've been missing, you're in the right place. Let's start with what's actually happening inside your body after 60. That's quietly sabotaging your sleep. And then I'll walk you step by step through how to fix it, starting with just one spoonful tonight. As you age, your body goes through changes that make it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling rested. These changes aren't just in your habits, they happen deep inside your brain, your hormones, and even your cells. Let's start with your brain. After the age of 60, your pineal gland, the tiny organ responsible for producing melatonin, doesn't work quite like it used to. Melatonin is your body's sleep hormone. It rises at night, telling your brain it's time to wind down. But for many older adults, melatonin levels are low or delayed. That means even when you feel tired, your brain doesn't get the message. So you lie in bed, exhausted, but unable to drift off. But that's not all. Aging also reduces the production of another key chemical. GABA. GABA is like your brain's brake pedal. It slows down racing thoughts, calms your nervous system, and helps you shift into a restful state. Without enough GABA, your brain stays in high gear. Even at night, you might not even realize it, but that restlessness, that internal buzzing that keeps you tossing and turning, could be a direct result of low GABA levels. Then there's cortisol, your stress hormone. Normally, cortisol drops at night, giving your body permission to relax. But in many older adults, cortisol stays elevated, especially if you've been under stress, eating poorly, or dealing with chronic health issues. Elevated cortisol is like having a car alarm going off in your brain all night. You can't relax, you can't focus, and you certainly can't sleep. Add to this the fact that your body's core temperature regulation starts to decline with age. Sleep isn't just about hormones, it's also about your body's ability to cool down at night. That drop in temperature signals your brain to initiate sleep. But if your body stays too warm, even by half a degree, your brain resists falling into deep sleep stages. That's why things like night sweats, poor circulation, or even a too warm bedroom can completely throw off your rest, especially if you're over 60. And there's more. Aging also affects your body's magnesium and potassium balance. These minerals are crucial for muscle relaxation and nerve signaling. When they're low, which is common after 60, you may experience leg cramps, restless legs, tingling sensations, or that weird, jittery feeling when you're trying to sleep. Your body is asking for calm, but your nerves are firing like it's daytime. Put all of this together: low melatonin, low GABA, high cortisol, poor and mineral imbalance. And it's no wonder that sleep becomes a nightly struggle. But here's the good news. Each one of these issues can be gently corrected. Not with sedatives, not with sleeping pills that knock you out but don't restore you, but with nutrition, with natural compounds that signal your body, it's time to rest now. And that brings us to the first simple, powerful tool I recommend to my patients. 1 spoonful of raw honey before bed. Yes, honey, but not just any honey. I'll explain what kind and why it works in just a moment. What's important to understand is this: raw honey, taken in the right amount, does something incredible inside your body. It helps your brain produce more glycogen, a type of stored fuel your liver uses during the night. That fuel is essential for keeping your brain calm, stable, and quiet during sleep. You see, one of the reasons you wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. is because your brain runs low on glycogen. And when that happens, your body releases cortisol to compensate. Remember, cortisol, that stress hormone that wakes you up and makes your heart race. Yeah, that's what raw honey helps prevent. It provides your liver with just enough slow-burning fuel to keep cortisol levels in check, stabilize blood sugar, and give your brain the calm signal it's been craving. But the benefits don't stop there. Raw honey also promotes the release of tryptophan, the amino acid that converts into serotonin and then into melatonin. That means you're not just calming your stress system, you're actually helping your brain create the sleep hormone it needs, naturally, without any pills. And because honey contains natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, it also supports immune health and brain detoxification, both of which are essential for restful, rejuvenating sleep. Now, not all honey is created equal. The kind you want is raw, unfiltered honey, preferably from a local source. It should look cloudy, not crystal clear. That cloudiness means it hasn't been stripped of its enzymes and nutrients. Just 1 teaspoon, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, is all it takes. You can have it straight, stir it into warm herbal tea, or mix it with a little cinnamon for added circulation benefits. The best part, it tastes good, feels like a treat, and doesn't come with a long list of side effects. And many of my patients notice improvements in just a few nights. Deeper sleep, fewer interruptions, and a more refreshed feeling in the morning. But honey is just one part of the puzzle. In the next section, I'll show you another simple ingredient that works hand in hand with honey. One that boosts GABA, calms nerves, and helps your body melt into a deeper, longer sleep. Now that you understand how raw honey gently stabilizes your body's sleep signals, let's introduce a powerful partner, a natural ingredient that doesn't just help you fall asleep, but helps your brain stay in deep, healing sleep cycles all night long. I'm talking about tart cherry juice, one of the most underrated remedies for sleep, especially for seniors over 60. You might be wondering, how can something as simple as cherries make a difference in your sleep? The answer lies in their rare nutritional profile. Tart cherries, especially the Montmorency variety, are one of the only natural foods shown in clinical studies to increase melatonin levels in the bloodstream. Remember, melatonin, that hormone your pineal gland produces to tell your brain it's time to rest. As we age, our natural production of melatonin declines. But tart cherries can give that process a gentle, natural boost, without the need for synthetic supplements. One study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that adults who drank just 8 ounces of tart cherry juice twice a day had significantly higher melatonin levels and slept longer and better than those who didn't. That's not just anecdotal, that's science, confirming what many people have discovered on their own. Tart cherry juice works, and it works especially well when your sleep issues are tied to age-related melatonin decline, inflammation, or joint pain. Let's talk about inflammation for a moment, because poor sleep and chronic inflammation often go hand in hand. If you're waking up stiff, achy, or with a pounding head, inflammation could be playing a major role, and that's where tart cherries shine again. They're loaded with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidant compounds that fight inflammation at the root. These anthocyanins help your body reduce oxidative stress, lower C-reactive protein, and ease the pressure on your joints, blood vessels, and brain. In fact, research has shown that tart cherry juice may be as effective as ibuprofen in reducing certain types of joint pain, but without the gastrointestinal side effects. And when your body feels better, it sleeps better. Less pain, less inflammation, less waking up at 3 a.m. with throbbing knees or a tight back. And because tart cherry juice also supports blood flow and cardiovascular health, it improves your overall sleep quality in multiple ways. Now let's talk practical steps. What's the best way to use tart cherry juice for better sleep? For most people, the sweet spot is 4 to 8 ounces, about 1 hour before bedtime. Make sure it's 100% tart cherry juice, not sweetened, diluted, or mixed with apple juice. You want pure Montmorency cherry juice if possible. Drink it slowly, ideally without food, and let your body absorb it as a gentle signal that it's time to rest. You can even combine it with raw honey for a synergistic effect. A spoonful of honey, followed by a small glass of tart cherry juice. That combination gives your body glucose to stabilize cortisol, melatonin to enhance sleep cycles, antioxidants to reduce inflammation, and hydration to support nighttime detox and circulation. It's like giving your body and brain the perfect conditions to slip into deep sleep and stay there. And here's a little bonus. Tart cherry juice can also help reduce nighttime urination. That's because it contains natural antidiuretic properties that help regulate kidney activity. So if you find yourself waking up once or twice a night just to use the bathroom, this might help reduce those interruptions and give your body the extended rest it needs to heal and recharge. Of course, not everyone likes the taste of tart cherry juice, and that's okay. If it's too tangy for you, try mixing it with a bit of water or herbal tea. Just avoid adding sugar or drinking it with heavy meals. Both can blunt its effects. Some people also use tart cherry capsules, which are available in health food stores. While they may not be as fast-acting as the juice, they still provide those anti-inflammatory and melatonin-supporting compounds over time. So now we have 2 natural ingredients working in harmony. Raw honey to stabilize your brain's nighttime energy and stress response, and tart cherry juice to naturally raise melatonin and reduce inflammation. Together, they create a foundation for real, restorative sleep. Not just sedation, but true deep rest that allows your body to rebuild, repair, and recharge. In the next section, we'll add a third tool to this nighttime routine, one that helps relax tight muscles, calm overactive nerves, and support your brain's natural sleep rhythms. It's a mineral most people over 60 are missing, and getting more of it could be the key to turning your restless nights into peaceful ones. Now that you've learned how raw honey and tart cherry juice work together to regulate stress hormones and increase natural melatonin, let's add a third, essential piece of the puzzle, a mineral that your body depends on for both muscle relaxation and neurological calm. That mineral is magnesium. Magnesium is often called nature's tranquilizer. For a reason, it's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, many of which directly affect your nervous system, muscles, and sleep cycles. And yet, it's estimated that up to 70% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, which might explain why so many people over 60 struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling truly rested. Here's why magnesium matters. Every time your body prepares for sleep, your muscles need to relax, your brain needs to quiet down, and your nervous system needs to shift from the fight-or-flight mode into rest and repair mode. Magnesium makes all of that happen. It helps regulate GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that tells your brain to slow down. It also blocks excitatory chemicals like glutamate that keep your brain overactive at night. When magnesium levels are low, your muscles stay tense, your mind races, and your body stays stuck in a hyperalert state, even if you feel physically tired. That's why people low in magnesium often report restless legs, twitching, light sleep, anxiety before bed, and waking up frequently throughout the night. And when you're over 60, your body doesn't absorb magnesium from food as efficiently as it used to. That means even if your diet is okay, you might still not be getting enough. But here's the good news. When you restore magnesium to optimal levels, the results can be surprisingly fast. People often report deeper sleep within a few days, less tossing and turning, fewer muscle cramps, a calmer, more relaxed body that can finally settle into true rest. And even better, magnesium also supports heart health, blood sugar balance, and cognitive function, all of which tie directly into your long-term vitality. So how do you get more magnesium in a way that supports your sleep? One of the best options is through magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, two forms that are well absorbed and gentle on the digestive system. Taking 200 to 400 milligrams about 1 to 2 hours before bed can help your body wind down naturally. Avoid magnesium oxide, which is poorly absorbed and often causes stomach upset. If you prefer a natural food-based approach, there are excellent magnesium-rich foods you can include in your evening routine. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, black beans, avocado, and dark chocolate all contain high amounts of magnesium. Even a simple smoothie with almond milk, banana, spinach, and a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds can deliver a powerful dose of this calming mineral. Combine it with honey or tart cherry juice, and you're giving your body a complete toolkit to relax. And let's not forget topical magnesium. Magnesium sprays, or Epsom salt baths, allow your skin to absorb magnesium directly through the bloodstream. A warm bath with 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt about 90 minutes per bed not only soothes sore muscles, but also helps your nervous system transition into deep sleep. It's a time-tested remedy that's especially helpful for seniors dealing with chronic pain or stiffness at night. Another tip: avoid calcium supplements late at night. Calcium and magnesium compete for absorption, and taking calcium in the evening can actually interfere with magnesium's calming effects. If you take both, do it at different times of the day. Calcium in the morning, magnesium at night. So to recap, we now have a 3-part formula: raw honey to stabilize blood sugar and calm stress hormones, tart cherry juice to increase melatonin and reduce inflammation, magnesium to relax muscles, soothe the nervous system, and support deep sleep cycles. This trio works together like a natural, science-backed sleep protocol, and it's completely safe, affordable, and easy to integrate into your routine. No sedatives, no grogginess, and no dependency. Just nutrients your body is likely craving after decades of stress, sugar, medications, and declining hormone levels. And the best part, you don't have to do it perfectly. Start with one ingredient, notice how your body responds, then build from there. These small nightly changes can lead to big improvements in how you sleep, how you feel in the morning, and how much energy you have throughout the day. In the next part, we'll explore a surprising herb, one that's been used for centuries to promote calm and improve sleep quality. But only recently has modern science started to catch up to what ancient cultures already knew. There's a plant that's been quietly used for centuries in traditional medicine across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. It's not flashy, it doesn't come with marketing hype, but it has something better: decades of clinical research showing its remarkable ability to reduce stress, calm the nervous system, and gently guide the body into restful sleep. That plant is lemon balm. Also known as Melissa officinalis, lemon balm belongs to the mint family and has a light, citrusy aroma. It's often overlooked, but recent studies have confirmed what ancient herbalists have said for generations. Lemon balm is a powerful meaning it directly nourishes and balances the nervous system. And for seniors dealing with insomnia, anxiety, or racing thoughts at night, this gentle herb may be exactly what's missing. Let's talk about how lemon balm works. First, it increases levels of GABA in the brain, that same calming neurotransmitter we talked about in the magnesium section. When GABA levels are elevated, your brain quiets down, you stop muscles relax, your heart rate slows. Essentially, it tells your entire system, it's safe now. You can rest. This is especially important for adults over 60 who often experience elevated cortisol levels at night, which disrupt the body's natural wind-down process. Lemon balm helps counteract that by promoting a parasympathetic response, the state your body enters during deep relaxation and healing. But that's not all. Lemon balm also contains rosmarinic acid, a compound with potent anti-anxiety and anti-inflammatory effects. This is why many people report not just better sleep after taking lemon balm, but also a more stable mood, reduced irritability, and fewer digestive issues. Since the gut and brain are so closely connected, and unlike some herbs that can sedate you too strongly or leave you groggy in the morning, lemon balm is incredibly gentle and balanced. It doesn't knock you out. Instead, it eases you into a more natural sleep state, helping your body do what it already wants to do: rest, restore, and recover. So how should you take it? One of the most effective and soothing ways is as a herbal tea. You can steep dried lemon balm leaves in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes and sip it slowly 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Some people like to combine it with chamomile or lavender for extra relaxation. You can also find lemon balm tinctures or capsules standardized to provide consistent doses, usually around 300 to 600 milligrams taken in the evening. Want to get even more benefit? Pair lemon balm with magnesium, glycinate, or tart cherry juice. These combinations enhance each other's calming effects and work synergistically to create a multi-layered sense of relaxation, mental and hormonal. Now, it's important to note that lemon balm is very well tolerated by most people, but as always, if you're taking thyroid medications or you should speak with your doctor before introducing a new herb. That said, most seniors can enjoy lemon balm safely, especially when it's consumed as a tea or in modest doses. Let's talk results. Clinical trials have shown that lemon balm extract can reduce sleep disturbances by up to 42%, improve sleep, onset time, and significantly decrease anxiety symptoms. And those effects often appear within the first 5 to 7 days of consistent use. This isn't just about falling asleep, it's about staying asleep. It's about waking up without that sense of grogginess or dread. It's about giving your body a moment of true peace in a world that rarely slows down. And for older adults who carry decades of stress, grief, or overstimulation, lemon balm becomes more than a tea. It becomes a tool for healing. You might not find it featured in pharmaceutical ads. It's not trendy or expensive, but that's what makes it so beautiful. It's a quiet, accessible remedy that works in harmony with your body, not against it. So here's your evening routine so far. A teaspoon of raw honey with tart cherry juice to balance hormones and promote melatonin. Magnesium, glycinate, or a magnesium-rich smoothie to soothe the nervous system. And now, a warm cup of lemon balm tea, taken slowly in a quiet space, without screens or noise, allowing your mind to let go. Each element supports a different part of your sleep system: hormonal, neurological, muscular, and emotional. Together, they create a rhythm, a ritual, and your body responds to ritual. It craves it, especially in later years, when routines provide not just comfort, but biological balance. In the next part, we'll introduce another surprising food, a common pantry item that works as a circulation booster and natural sleep enhancer, especially for people with cold hands, restless legs, or that buzzing feeling in their limbs at night. If you've ever gone to bed and found yourself lying there with your feet cold, legs tingling, or a strange buzzing sensation running through your calves, that's your body trying to tell you something. It's not just about poor circulation. It's a sign your nervous system and vascular system are out of sync, and if left unchecked, it can sabotage your ability to fall asleep or wake you up multiple times during the night. But there's a surprisingly simple food that helps fix this. Mustard. Specifically, yellow mustard seeds or paste. Yes, the same mustard you might spread on a sandwich can actually help stimulate blood flow, open up capillaries, and calm overactive nerves. Let's break this down. Mustard seeds contain a compound called allyl isothiocyanate, which acts as a natural That means it helps your blood vessels expand slightly, improving the flow of oxygen and nutrients to your extremities, especially your hands and feet. This can make a huge difference if you suffer from nocturnal cold limbs, restless leg syndrome, or a sensation of pins and needles that flares up when you lie down. But mustard doesn't just help circulation. It also stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body move out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. That's crucial for sleep. When your nervous system is dysregulated, even if you feel tired, your body won't fully relax. You stay in a state of low-level alertness, tossing and turning instead of sinking into deep, regenerative sleep. So how can you use mustard to fix this? There are a couple of methods, and one might surprise you. The first is internal. Take 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard paste about 30 minutes before bed, preferably with a small glass of water or warm herbal tea. This might sound odd, but clinical case reports and traditional remedies both support the idea that mustard helps relax muscles, support circulation, and reduce nerve overactivation, especially in older adults. Some people mix the mustard with a spoonful of honey to make it more palatable and to combine the benefits. Remember, honey also supports melatonin release, so the combo can work beautifully. But there's another way mustard can help, and that's topically. If you suffer from cold feet, poor circulation, or cramping, you can create a mustard foot soak before bed. Simply add 1 tablespoon of mustard powder to a basin of warm water. Soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes, then dry them thoroughly and put on warm socks. This stimulates blood flow to the extremities, relaxes the small muscles and tendons in the feet, and sends signals to your brain that the body is safe and ready to rest. Foot soaks like this aren't just relaxing. They're neurologically active. Your feet have thousands of nerve endings connected to the rest of your body. When you soothe them, you're sending calming signals to your entire nervous system, combined with the warmth and the circulatory boost. This simple practice can be incredibly effective, especially for older adults. Now, let's talk results. Many seniors who've tried this mustard remedy, internally, topically, or both, report falling asleep faster, fewer leg cramps and less restlessness, no more buzzing or tingling sensations, warmer feet throughout the night, and a deeper sense of calm in both body and mind. Best of all, this is incredibly easy to do. You don't need supplements. You don't need prescriptions. You just need one simple food you probably already have in your fridge or pantry. And if mustard isn't your thing, here's a tip. Cayenne pepper and ginger work in a similar way. They're both natural circulatory stimulants that can be used in teas, food, or foot baths. The key is consistency. These remedies don't require high doses or long protocols, just small, regular actions that tell your body. We're shifting gears now. We're moving into rest mode. As we approach the final part of this video, we'll pull everything together. We'll show how these simple evening foods and remedies, from honey and cherry juice to magnesium and mustard, can create a stacked sleep protocol that works together to improve your sleep quality, support circulation, regulate hormones, and reduce nighttime anxiety. And yes, we'll include one final surprising addition that ties everything together. By now, we've explored how honey, cherry juice, magnesium, tart kiwis, and even mustard can transform your nights. But the real magic happens when you combine these tools into a consistent, calming bedtime routine. One that's gentle, affordable, and backed by science. This is what we call a stacked protocol, a way of layering natural remedies that support your body's systems together, instead of using just one isolated solution. Because sleep problems after 60 rarely come from a single cause. They're often the result of several small imbalances. A little inflammation here, a dip in melatonin there, maybe a restless leg episode at night, or a racing mind that won't settle. So let's walk through a sample nighttime ritual using everything we've learned. Start with a magnesium-rich dinner, something with leafy greens, lentils, or even a small serving of dark chocolate for dessert. This gives your nervous system the minerals it needs to start calming down. After dinner, take a short 10-minute walk. This is crucial. Walking after eating improves blood sugar regulation, reduces inflammation, and actually boosts melatonin production later that night. You don't need to break a sweat. Just move gently. An hour before bed, drink a glass of tart cherry juice or eat 2 whole kiwis. This delivers a natural source of melatonin and serotonin precursors, helping set the stage for restful sleep. About 30 minutes before bed, mix 1 teaspoon of honey with 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard and take it with warm water or chamomile tea. Yes, this might sound unusual, but you are now stacking multiple benefits. Muscle relaxation, improved circulation, and nervous system calm, all with 2 kitchen staples. Now, this next step is optional, but powerful. If you often suffer from cold feet, tingling legs, or just general anxiety at night, try a mustard powder, foot soak, or magnesium flakes bath. Either one will help pull tension from the body and signal your brain it's safe to sleep. Finally, once you're in bed, elevate your feet slightly with a pillow under your calves. This can support circulation if you deal with edema or heaviness in the legs, which is common in seniors. Then, turn off all screens, dim the lights, and try a 3-minute breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat. This simple rhythm calms the vagus nerve, reduces heart rate, and prepares your brain to let go. This routine, which can take as little as 30 to 45 minutes, stacks 5 different sleep-supporting elements: nutrition, movement, mineral support, circulation, stimulation, and nervous system regulation. And that's why it works. Now, you might not need all of these steps every night, but even choosing 2 or 3 and doing them consistently can dramatically improve your sleep. The science is clear. The more predictable and supportive your evening routine, the more your body will associate those signals with rest, making it easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. One of the most encouraging findings in sleep research is this: it's never too late to improve your sleep. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, the body still responds to consistent rhythms, targeted nutrition, and gentle support. You don't need to rely on sedatives or sleep aids. You can build a better night. 1 bite, 1 step, 1 breath at a time. And now, in our final section, we'll wrap up everything we've covered. We'll talk about how to personalize your routine, avoid common mistakes, and empower yourself or your loved ones to finally get the rest that aging bodies need. If you've made it this far, you already know. Sleep after 60 isn't just about feeling rested. It's about repairing your body, supporting your memory, protecting your heart, and preserving your independence. Sleep is the foundation of everything, and when it's broken, everything else starts to fall apart. But the good news, and this is the part I want you to take with you, is that you have more control than you think. The solutions we explored today aren't exotic. They're not expensive. They're not locked behind a prescription pad. They're simple, natural, and rooted in science. A spoon of raw honey to steady blood sugar and feed your brain through the night. A shot of tart cherry juice, rich in melatonin, clinically shown to reduce insomnia. A few slices of kiwi, small but mighty for serotonin and vitamin C. A bit of yellow mustard. Surprising, yes, but backed by research on muscle cramps and nighttime.com. Magnesium, the mineral your nervous system is begging for. A mustard foot soak to warm the blood, soothe the legs, and tell your body it's time to let go. A stacked bedtime routine, combining movement, nourishment, and calm into a nightly ritual your brain and body will come to love. But none of these will work unless you commit to consistency. The key isn't doing everything all at once. It's doing a few things well, night after night. If you're tired of tossing and turning, if you dread the clock striking midnight because you know the restlessness is coming, if you feel like you've tried everything, please try again. But with this knowledge, start with one change tonight. Maybe it's the honey. Maybe it's elevating your feet. Maybe it's skipping the late-night news and sipping tart cherry juice instead. Just start. Your body will respond. Your brain will notice. And slowly, maybe even quietly, your sleep will begin to shift. And if you found value in what we shared today, help us reach someone else who needs this. Click that like button, share this video with a friend who's struggling, and subscribe to this channel for more natural solutions tailored to seniors who want to age with strength, clarity, and peace. I'm Dr. William Carter, and here on this channel, We believe aging isn't the end. It's the beginning of deeper wisdom, better care, and true wellness. You deserve rest. You deserve clarity. And with just one spoon, you might sleep like you're 25 again. Take care, sleep well, and I'll see you in the next video.